Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. My name is Mr. Dogbot333, and welcome back to Sid Meier's Civilization 6 as the Inca. Once again, we are recording doing post commentary because it's not pre-commentary, I guess normal commentary did not pick up. I'm pointing out the farms that we got, the nifty little terrace farms with those beautiful yields we got. We're sending a delegation to Cree right now. We're pretty friendly with them. I think debating whether or not to send a delegation to the other guys at this point. We're just taking a gander around, meeting Ambroy, I forget how to say his name. Send him a delegation, because he scares the shit out of me, and I don't want him to beat me up. So hopefully that'll keep him friendly, although probably not immediately threatened by him, so it's not the biggest threat, but still something I should probably keep in mind. End up hitting next turn, and here we go. End up taking out this scout right here next to Johannesburg, however you say it. Trying to figure out where to go with scout. I want to say I go west. Yeah, I go west. This guy, I go over there just to see what's going on, and then I move back. Just cliff overhang there, so not much there. End up seeing where the barb camp is. It's far away, nowhere we need to worry about, so I just kind of let it be. Meanwhile, we start moving the warrior out. Start moving the scout around. I move him a little bit south just to find those extra tiles, figure out where those were located, and I start moving that guy up to the north to scout some stuff out, figure what's going on. I think I'm leaving these troops around that area so I can get ready to settle a city there. I believe that's what I'm planning. Meanwhile, I'm looking at the settler, which we're about to get. I'm getting ready to send him up to that, one of those tacks up there. I believe the one directly north of Cusco. Meanwhile, I'll figure out what to do with this warrior. Actually, I'm working on attacking out some stuff. Considering wonders this go around, that's right. So we look at the Hanging Gardens, just dropping it there, and then doing an oracle shortly after, I believe. There we go, oracle. Both two pretty solid wonders. Hanging Gardens gives you extra growth in your capitals. I think in all cities actually, which especially with the insane yields you get from the terrace farms, it's kind of a no-brainer. So yeah. And then I figure we could put a neat little theater district there. And especially if we end up going with, where is it? There we go, our Machu Picchu. We'll get even extra adjacency bonuses, because what Machu Picchu does is that it treats, I believe it's commercial squares, theater hubs, or theater districts, and I want to say industrial zones. They get the same adjacency bonuses as they would if they were a campus or a holy site, which is a pretty nice bonus. So that would boost up our theater square even more. Not to mention, we are playing as the Inca. They are the people who originally built Machu Picchu, so it makes sense. I was just figuring out where it was on the tech tree. Machu Picchu, rather. So I'm planning out how to research to get to it. Meanwhile, I'm just, I think I moved that, yeah, I moved that guy back. I forget what I was thinking there. And I'm moving that guy to the southwest. Get back, move that guy up north. Can't really fight, so I fortify to heal that guy just to see where the scout ends up going. He moves away, and we have our settler, so we end up sending him up to the north. A nice city there in our future. Meanwhile, I'm trying to figure out what to build next. Do I work on... I believe I work on Hanging Gardens. I can't do it right away, because I don't want to build it in that empty tile, because I want to build an aqueduct there. At least I'm thinking about it. So I select something so we can save up the gold to buy the tile. That's what I end up doing there. So I'm debating what to do. I end up going with a monument here, I believe. I'm just really working it out in my head. I'm debating between Holy Site and a monument, but I go with a monument. And so we keep moving that scout around. And we enter the classical era. At this point, we've way overshot our golden age. We are definitely in it. I think at this point I misread how much it would cost to get the gold initially, so I thought we could just buy the tile off the bat. It turns out we're going to build a monument and then go forward. So I end up building something else for... or I end up doing something else there. Meanwhile, what am I... I'm checking to see whether or not Hanging Gardens is or is not in play, has not been placed down. The map searcher is a really nifty way to figure out whether people are building it or not. If you search up the wonder, it'll tell you how many are in play. You can only have one wonder, but since civs can work on different wonders at a time, if one civ is working on it, you'll get a result. If two civs are working on it, you'll get two results. And you can kind of see... just from how much it's built, whether or not you have a shot, or if it's about to be built. It's a really nifty little gameplay feature. I'm looking at political philosophy at this point and trying to figure out where which go next. I ended up clicking ahead, and it turns out I was debating between which one to research first. It turns out I have to do either. I don't think it matters too much at this point, so I ended up going to Early Empire, which I think I want a bit more anyway. And then I take a gander at the envoy. I think I sent to Johannesburg, get the extra production, and the suzerain ship off, rather. And then I start moving the scout down to the southwest, which I think there's a goody hut right there, which I pass. Although I forget whether that's here or elsewhere. Looking at storms and all that going on. And then I believe here I placed down Hanging Gardens. Is that it's a really pretty quick build. I want to say that was 8 turns by the tile. 9 or 8 turns, one or the other. Single digit turns. So pretty good. And then I decided what to build there. I Oracle. I think I end up going for Shrine here because we do want to get working on our religion. I also debate a builder, but we end up going... Do I go builder? I think I go Shrine here. Let's wait and find out, shall we? I go builder. Okay. I end up going builder. And then I pick up that holy site. That gives us a little faith. I take a look at the great people to figure out what we can or can't get. I take a gander. Just a progress so far. And then I take a look at... I try to find which one the religion is. It's that one. No one has a religion yet, which is a good sign for us. We are a little behind on the religion game, admittedly. At least potentially, but we're still in the playing. And we end up getting that new city. I'm going to pull up the Civ 6 Inca city names. Just because I can't read that with the resolution. I think it's Antawaila. I want to say it was. And so, yeah. End up doing that. And then I try to figure out what to do. I think I just start working on a builder and then take it from there. Yeah. Meanwhile, I think I move... Yeah, I go over the river with the scout. That other scout just kind of leaves us alone. So I end up moving north. And then we go ahead, move south. We find another goody hut. We're just having good luck with the goody huts, aren't we? I move to the north. We don't go to that barb camp because that would not be a good idea. We end up heading. We pick up that goody hut. It gives us 2 boost attacks that we weren't too invested in getting anyway, but better to have and not need than need not have, I guess. It does save us however many turns at least, so that goes. We find a new city-state, and we end up moving that guy back up north. Babylon proves of what we're doing. I forget exactly what his thing is, so I'll look up Hammurabi real quick so I can read it from here. Actually, I do remember what it is. It's he wants us to build similar districts to him, I think. I want to say. If it's there on the text, I might be proven clearly wrong. I ended up declaring friendship with the Kree, because they seem like pretty friendly guys, and I figured, let's have a friend. I think we all need friends, don't we? Must be lonely not having friends. Anyway, but yeah, if it turns out I was totally off, and that was not what the bio said, that's kind of funny. And you will instantly know whether or not I'm full of shit, I guess. I'm looking at new policies. I think I end up going with Ilcum here to get some quicker builders. Because God King, it came and went. We got our Pantheon. Not much of a reason to keep it anymore. And there we go. We set our agenda. We got our builder in Wulka Waman. Again, I can't read it because the resolution in Movie Maker is not the best. So bear with me. What did I say? Wulka or something like that? That is definitely not it. Wulka Waman. End up building a shrine there so we can get on the game with great profit points. And we get a governor title. I end up giving it to... I'm looking at the secret societies. I'm still debating which one I'm getting even now. But we end up going with, I believe... we end up investing in Bengala. Yeah. And we end up going with the culture one, I believe. I look at the science one, I consider it, but I know that we're behind on culture. And it's a good... and so I get that to help pick up the slack that I have culturally. And we get a nice boost to our culture, and we start pumping those civics out way quicker. So it was a very, very worthwhile trade that we did there. End up moving that guy around. We got our first terrace farm there set up, I believe. Yeah, so I end up sending that guy over to our new city so we can start improving some of the stuff. We start with the copper. Then we move on to the north. We find the Gauls unique unit. I think at this point I'm commenting on how I don't know anything about the Gauls or their unique stuff. And I could look it up right now if I want to get a better insight, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to continue staying in ignorance. Ignorance is bliss, after all.
A strong economy.
Got state workforce, and then we get working on political philosophy from here. I think I consider changing policies, but I'm pretty sure I'm fine with where I'm at with them. Get governor title, end up getting... I think I go researcher here. Yeah, researcher. Get the extra science as well. And then I think at this point, I might end up stopping. Yeah, I stop engineering, and I think I have it... I think I go to archery here, or one of those decks. Yeah, archery. And then I think I have in my mind that I'll work on a wall just so we can boost attack and get it done. Get hanging gardens figured out. Get to watch the beautiful little animation.
Which persons appointed expressly for the purpose are continually employed in raising water from the Euphrates into the garden.
Now that is lovely. I'm hoping it didn't cut off Sean Bean too much with that low commentary. I debate whether or not we want to place Oracle, but I noticed I could place it there, but I think I decide against it. I think you put another hill farm there anyway, and a terrace farm. And those terrace farms are pretty good, so I think the terrace farm might end up being the play. I look at their preserves, and the preserves are actually really good with the Inca, because... And I didn't fully realize why it was, but you get extra... what is it? You get extra yields based off the appeal of the tiles. And I think mountains are automatically breathtaking, or they're very, very favored to go breathtaking. So, if you have a preserve next to the mountain tiles, usually it doesn't do shit, because you can't work mountain tiles. But we're the Inca. We can work mountain tiles, so preserves actually do shit. So yeah, I think I planned for a preserve there. Whether or not I go there or not, I forget. I'm looking at a slinger, I think. I want to say I end up going with ancient walls. It might not be the most worthwhile, but I think I go with it anyway. I forget what I'm planning out here exactly. You'll have to forgive me. Might be where the government plaza is going to go. End up blocking the walls down. And we get a new option of where to trade. I think I end up going with the Korea's capital city up there, so I can get a road to our city, as well as a little bit extra gold. So kind of kill two birds with one stone there, you know? And then from there, we begin the route. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. End up working the mine. Get a little extra bonus production. And then we don't know what to do with Scout, so I just send him back east for now. The world enters the classical era, and we have our golden age just about secured. The Gauls apparently like us.
I shot an arrow
getting
into
our
the
golden
air.
age.
It fell to earth.
Yeah, unlock archery as well, and we get a chance to make our dedication. And we go with monumentality, because that is, I guess, the meta. It's also just a really good policy. We don't have the best faith game, but even with that, the discounts to gold, I think it's both gold and faith. Pretty good overall. I'm trying to figure out what to research next. I think I might go with iron here. Just kind of rip the bayonet off, so to speak, and figure out whether or not I need to replace any tax. If that's not what I do here, I end up doing that eventually. Or I will have to do that eventually. So, yeah. Okay, we do that. We do that. We get ready to rip off the band-aid there. Meanwhile, we got one more charge of our builder. So I think I send him... I skip the turn there and get ready to move him onto the hill. We end up moving to the east, northeast rather, but still general. Vicinity was correct. Because there's some undiscovered terrain there. And I think around this time my timer either goes off or it's about to go off, so I'll do the outro. Thanks for watching as always, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize for how weird the commentaries be. I will promise you the next video will not be this way. Or maybe it will be. I don't want to promise anything. I will try my best to make sure it doesn't. Thanks for watching. Like if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. Leave your comments down in the comment section below. Check out the links down in the description box below as well. And that's really it for now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.